Today's videos are brought to you by Ranjan Motors, located at 139 Duttigamana Street, Coahuila, Sri Lanka. Come check them out if you're interested in getting a new or used ride. How's it going, my car dudes? Liam here from the Car Dudes channel. Today I am proud to present you all a review of this 2018 Honda Civic sedan. So as always, I'm going to give you guys a full and in-depth review of the Civic. I'll show you guys the interior and the exterior of the car. So as always, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Starting off with the trunk. Now this being the sedan, you don't get the humongous hatchback tailgate like you would with the hatchback model. This one, I'd say you get a little bit less space with this one. Underfloor storage. The seats are 60-40 split folding. Push these buttons or pull these levers right here. For a compact car, it's definitely not a bad size at all. And also, this trunk is extremely light. Coming to the back seat. Of course, you get ISOFIX mountings. This front seat here is set in a position that I would be comfortable in, and for a compact sedan, absolutely great amount of room. Knee room is good. I can put my feet under the driver's seat because it's quite high. Headroom is okay only because the Civic has a sort of sloping roof line design, so I only have about that much of headroom. If you're above, say, 6'7", I'd say. I'm 6'3", but if you're above 6'7", you'll find it a bit tight back here. We have heated rear seats, which is nice. Pockets. Opening up this, we have an armrest with cup holders. The leather in this car is very, very soft. It's really, really nice quality leather. Definitely not a bad back seat at all. Here's the key fob for the Civic. Lock, unlock, and trunk. This car does have smart key access system. So all you need to do to activate it is just make sure you have the key fob on you. Right now, the car is locked. To unlock it, just grab the back of the door handle. And to unlock it, press the black button on either the driver or passenger door. Now the car has a bright red metallic exterior. With black leather interior with white contrast stitching. The seats are perforated. Along with smart key access, the Civic does have push button start. All you need to do is make sure you have the key fob in the vehicle. Put your foot on the brake and press the right mounted start button to go. Of course, we have that very, very typical, supremely quiet Honda startup. It's almost inaudible, you can barely hear it. Has a 3-spoke electrically assisted leather wrap steering wheel. Very smooth power steering. Sport mode. We have a backup camera. Guidance lines. Here we have our parking brake. Right now it is engaged. To disengage it, put your foot on the brake and push down. And to engage it, just pull up. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn on the automatic headlamps, the high beams, and the front and rear fog lights, the hazards. All the windows are fully automatic. And we'll go check out the exterior. This particular Civic has a tiny 1-liter 3-cylinder turbo, that's right, producing 127 horsepower and 148 foot-pounds of torque. Goes to 0 to 100 in a respectable 11.2 seconds, has a top speed of 201 kilometers per hour. Ah yes, the Honda Civic. Quite possibly one of the most boring cars ever. If you're not into cars, that is. If you aren't into cars, your Civic looked like, well, this. But if you are into cars, your Civic looked like this, and it had a fart can exhaust. The Civic has been around since 1972 and has proven time and time again to be a reliable, affordable, and comfortable source of transportation to millions of people around the world. And it's shown because as of 2015, 18.5 million Civics have been sold worldwide. 18.5 million, that's 94,000 per country. Now, here in Sri Lanka, brand new Civics can run from between 7 and 8 million rupees, depending on the model and spec itself. If you want to get a better deal on a Civic, I recommend you buy through third-party importers and not through the Honda agents themselves. However, if you really do want a sedan Civic, it'll be much easier buying through the agents or the vehicle dealers, as third-party importers primarily import hatchbacks. The looks of this generation's Civic are really something. Gone are the boring economy cars of the 90s. Honda's new styling language for the Civic is awesome and it's here to stay. The curves and swooping lines give the car a sporty look and, dare I say it, it looks European. I only wish Honda could have given us a bit more variety when it came to the choice of wheels. And I also wish they gave us a bit more variety with interior colors. Seriously, I haven't seen a single Civic interior that isn't black. Coming to the interior, power windows, locks and mirrors, our power trunk release, storage in the door. It's a manual driver's seat with power lumbar. Coming down here we have your hood release, sport aluminum pedals. This is turn off your parking assist, collision avoidance, lane keep assist, your headlight washers and your traction control. Start button. Please use your car's control. Nice solid sounding door close. Coming into the interior, here are AC controls. Honda has sort of taken inspiration from Lexus in the sense that you have to go into the infotainment system with a button to control the fan speed, which in my opinion, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, it's okay, but I feel that's just one step too many, you know? How hard would it have been to put an extra knob or an extra button somewhere here, right? Of course, we have your different zones, AC on, off. We have 3-stage heated seats for the driver and passenger, recirculation on, off, front and rear defrost, push auto, and this is to sync the passenger climate settings with the driver's climate settings. Coming to the stereo system, there are several different sources. We have FM, DAB, USB, iPod, Bluetooth, the lots. It's got so many sources. I'm going to use Bluetooth for this demo. So to connect the device, go to Bluetooth, not Bluetooth.com, just Bluetooth. Unlock your phone. Go to Bluetooth, click yes over here. Continue. Liam's iPhone X is found. Pair. I don't want my contacts to sync, so I'll click don't allow, but if you're driving this car on a daily basis, I would expect that you would want your contacts to be synced. You can also use Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. And don't ask why I'm listening to Christmas music. But there you go, it's quite simple and quite intuitive. It's not super duper complicated like, say, Toyota's infotainment system. As much as I praise Toyota, you mention infotainment, I will thrash them because it's so bad. Honda is doing a really, it's not the best system in the world, it's not the easiest, but it's definitely better than Toyota. So as far as the infotainment system goes, so if you go to homepage, it's a smartphone connection. This will be either Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. I need a cable for that, which I did not bring like an idiot. Info, so this is where you can see all your information about the car. Now, even though I mentioned that this system is a bit easier to use than Toyota's system, the graphics, I'm not gonna lie, they do seem a bit 2006. This reminds me of like Toyota's early infotainment systems. It is a bit, you know, hard to use and like, you know, what are these blank pages, right? I feel Honda could have done a better job, taking a bit of inspiration from maybe Kia or even German automakers like BMW, Audi. They could have gotten information from that. They could have gone much better than this, but nonetheless, this is a very, very functional infotainment system. So we have the settings here. You can control everything about the infotainment system. And we also have the shortcut buttons here. So audio, home, volume up, volume down, menu, back, you know, that sort of stuff. phone navigation. Now this car being a UK import, yeah, I was right, it doesn't, the navigation is not going to work here. And also we have some more shortcut touch buttons, I guess you could call them, up here. Map, audio, and source. And you also have the temperature for the AC, which is nice. Like I mentioned, it's dual zone. Coming down here, we have a wireless charging pad. Quite useful. I really like this leather stitched shift boot, quite nice. Parking brake hold. Now, I didn't mention this, but the backup camera, yeah, it's a bit of a disaster, I'm not gonna lie. It's not the best resolution, and it's not the best, it's quite wide angled, but in terms of height, it's not that high. Like, you can barely see the door line of that Range Rover right there. So I feel, you know, Honda could have done a better job than that. But aside from that, it's okay. I mean, as you can see, we have different views. Here we have your eco mode, and this is to turn off start stop. Coming down here, we have a cup holder. We have a center armrest. This is adjustable. I do like the leather stitching here. That's quite nice touch. And then under here we have a bit of storage for, say, a guinea pig's cage or a hamster. We have a USB port and HDMI port, should you want to connect your laptop to the infotainment system. On that side, we have a power outlet, as you can see. Now, as far as materials on the dashboard go, well done Honda, I'd say they're pretty good. This is all hard touch plastic here, but this is really nice soft touch materials right here. Very squidgy. That's a Matt Watson line, actually. Sorry, I didn't mean to copy him. But very soft. Very soft materials. I love this faux stitching that runs across here. Very nice. The aluminums or metals, the plastics, they're all very good quality. They feel like they're gonna last. Even this leatherette or vinyl, it feels like over here. Everything feels very solid. I know this is all scratchy plastic, but it's very good quality. It's not, it feels like you can't really tear it apart. So you can't really hold that against Honda. Aside from that, pretty good quality, no complaints. From a comfort level, I'm quite comfortable. It's very easy to get comfortable in a Civic. Civics, I've always found, have really good driving positions. I'm 6'3", plenty of legroom. Headroom, it's a bit tight. I only have this much headroom and I'm 6'3". That's because this car has a massive not massive, but it has a sunroof. It is full power, one touch, auto dimming rear view mirror here. The seats, they bolster you in quite well, actually. I did not expect that, but they're very good quality seats, very comfortable. Definitely will enjoy them on long drives. Very good seats. They're very supportive, very comfy, and they're heated and perforated, so, you know, what more could you ask for? Now, coming down here to the instrument panel, I actually quite like this. This is really cool of Honda. So of course you can adjust it all. We have this button right here, and you can use the arrow keys to control which way you go. So that's your music, your telephone. That's to change it from miles to kilometers, and as we are in Sri Lanka, I think I might do that. Right, now we're in kilometers. We're in the metric system, or is it imperial? I've forgotten. But so you can change that. This is your fuel range, you know, navigation, basically all sorts of settings. It's obviously not as advanced as, say, Audi's virtual cockpit, but I don't believe this car is in the same segment as, say, an A3 or an A4. But even so, for a car of this class, very impressive to see that. Digital gauges. I do not believe the new Corolla has that. I have not checked that car out yet, but really nice. I do like that. Of course, you have your fuel gauge off to the right with your trip computer, and over here we have your temperature gauge off to the left. In the top left, as you can see, we have the gear selector, which is cool. And I failed to mention, but this car does have paddle shifters, which is very nice. We have your wiper controls over here, your turn signal controls, and your light controls. The steering wheel does adjust. There's a lever right at the bottom. It does not adjust for reach, unfortunately. It's just height, which is a bummer. So if you are a tall person, excuse me, if you're a short person, you're gonna have to move your seat a bit far up. Alrighty. about it for this one. We'll turn her off. Well guys, thank you for watching my review on this 2019 Honda Civic sedan. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Leave some suggestions and feedback in the comment section below, and I will try my best to reply to them. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Drive safely till then.